does he have the ability with what you've seen to continue to mold himself into somebody who can actually, he told me before his goal is to fight Canelo. So that's, where his mindset's at.
There's no way he'd get demolished.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't usually get involved in the drama, but when he heard Jake Paul was gearing up to fight Mike Tyson, he didn't hold back. And this wasn't your typical trash talk. Floyd warned Jake with real intensity, telling him to back out before it was too late. And it wasn't just because Jake was in over his head. He crossed the line by making nasty remarks about Tyson's late daughter. Now the stakes aren't just about winning or losing. Will Jake listen, or is he about to face the biggest mistake of his career?
Jake Paul, I mean, as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad.
So Jake Paul's known for running his mouth, but this time he went too far. So rumor has it that when he started talking about Mike Tyson's late daughter, things quickly went from entertainment to downright offensive. Jake's trash talk has always been bold, but bringing up something so personal crossed the line that even the toughest people in the boxing world wouldn't dare to touch. For Mayweather, who's got deep respect for Mike Tyson, this was the comment that he just couldn't ignore. Floyd, despite being a loud presence outside the ring, tends to avoid unnecessary drama or getting caught up in the media storm. He prefers to focus on his career, rarely weighing in on other fighters' affairs, but Mike Tyson, not as different. Their relationship has always had a touch of camaraderie, even if Tyson was known for being the more volatile figure in his earlier days. Over the years, Floyd has often credited Tyson's work ethic and dedication, saying that he learned a lot just by watching how Tyson approached his fights.
The fucking fans can't fight for you.
Shut your fucking mouth.
One good instance that reflected their mutual respect towards each other was during the 2015 WBC convention at the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas. Floyd was just hanging out with the fans and fighters when Tyson casually walked up to him, mimicking punching him.
We're not talking about being at the top 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, motherfucker, 21 years.
Now the punches from Tyson are the stuff of legend, but Floyd didn't flinch. Instead, he smiled and put his arms around him warmly in a show of appreciation. Now that was the moment when every fiber of their relationship could best be summed up. Two giants of sport, knowing very well the respect that they have earned for each other and with little real need to be rivals. Mike Tyson ain't just a boxing legend for what he did in the ring. He's been through unimaginable tragedy, including the heartbreaking loss of his daughter. He's a man who commands respect for everything he survived outside of boxing, too. So when Jake made that reckless comment, it struck a bit of a nerve with Floyd, who knows the weight of such personal loss. That's why Floyd Mayweather felt the need to step in and warn Jake to quit the fight with Mike Tyson before things got real ugly.
That's in the past. I don't really worry about that. I'm not facing Jake. I'm not fighting Jake Paul.
Floyd's message to Jake was clear: back off before it's too late. Mayweather's warning isn't just about the fight. It's about respecting the legacy and the hardships Mike Tyson has been through. You know, if Jake don't listen, he might find himself in a situation far more serious than he's bargained for.
It comes down to the two competitors.
That comment opened Floyd up in a way that he doesn't do normally. Floyd's one of those guys who tends not to get involved in drama, yet since he respects Tyson and the words Jake used were sensitive in nature, Floyd reacted with a rather intense outburst. It's not just about sticking his neck out for another fighter, it's about standing up for a man who has endured unimaginable loss.
Big right hand and lands. Tyson, you're next, big boy.
As much as typing up a fight and promoting it with theatrics is one thing, when the opponent attacks somebody's family, especially their recently deceased kid, now Floyd's not gonna let that be. This is the reason his stern warning to Jake Paul was all the more justified for him. It wasn't just about fighting skills, but also held emotional weight, thus making every one of his words so much heftier. Mayweather's outburst has now proved that this fight wasn't merely about boxing, it was personal to a much deeper extent.
Mike Tyson.
Mike, right?
Fuck yeah. Why'd you ask?
Because I'm going to be fighting him
No way.
in July
Dude,
on Netflix.
are you fucking kidding me, Dad?
Yeah.
He's gonna be the hardest hitting motherfucker you ever fought.
I know.
Dude, holy fuck, I'm gonna be freaking out.
Now, obviously, Floyd Mayweather was paying attention as Jake Paul transitioned from being a YouTube kid to seeking to carve out a place for himself in the sport of boxing. For one thing, Floyd honors hustle. He knows how to put in the work to carve out a place in a tough sport like boxing. Filming prank videos doesn't go unnoticed, nor does headlining fights in front of millions in attendance. Floyd appreciates the fact that Jake has been able to bring a new audience into the sport. In many respects, he does appreciate what Jake is doing for the sport of boxing itself.
Yes, sir. That's the one.
However, for Floyd, there's a big difference between the journey Jake Paul is on and what real fighters go through. While Jake might have impressive pay-per-view numbers, Floyd knows that real boxing isn't just about putting on a show for fans. It's about years of dedication, sacrifice, and countless hours in the gym honing your craft. Jake's fights have been more about entertainment, often against opponents like MMA fighters or other influencers, rather than seasoned boxers. To Floyd, this creates a gap between Jake's celebrity boxing status and what it means to be a true boxer who earns their stripes in the ring.
YouTubers and keep putting them in there with MMA guys.
Yeah.
That's kind of over the hill. He's gonna continue to shine. So I'm proud of him.
The difference became especially clear during their February 2023 encounter, right after Jake lost to Tommy Fury. Now, Floyd didn't hold back then, and it was clear that his opinion of Jake's abilities as a boxer wasn't too high. In that moment, y'all could see the contrast between someone like Mayweather, who dedicated his life to mastering the sport, and Jake Paul, who's still seen as a newcomer trying to find his way. Jake's defeat to Tommy Fury highlighted this gap, and Floyd's interactions with Jake that day underscored just how far the YouTuber has to go if he wants to be taken seriously in the boxing world. Now, even though Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson come from different boxing eras and have different fighting styles, the respect between the two has always been there.
You can't convince me, and I'm no hater, that Jake Paul is a bona fide, certified, professional fighter, and two, he beat.
This playful moment highlighted the camaraderie between these two legends. Despite being from different weight classes and different generations, there's an understanding between them that goes beyond their records in the ring. Floyd, known for his strategic and defensive style, often talks about how much he respects Tyson's aggression and raw power. Mike, on the other hand, has never had anything but praise for Floyd's unbeaten record and his discipline in staying at the top for so long. Even though their careers follow different paths, they both know what it takes to succeed at the highest level of the sport. Jake Paul's rise in the boxing world has been nothing short of controversial. His record, while impressive for somebody who started as a YouTuber, isn't exactly built on defeating, seasoned fighters. Most of his bouts have been against MMA fighters and other influencers, not professional boxers with years of experience in the ring. Sure, he's proven that he can sell out arenas and bring attention to the sport, but when you look closely at his fight history, it's pretty clear that he ain't faced anybody on the same level of a true boxing legend. So, what are your thoughts on all of this? Make sure you let me know in the comments section down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.